Have you ever tried reading someone's instructions but had difficulty understanding what they are talking about? In many situations, background knowledge helps us to comprehend and act on these instructions. Thus, the absence of such knowledge means that it can be difficult to comprehend simple writing or to learn a new skill. In iterating this, let us now have a look at how this problem ensues when Martin attempts to learn the piano without background knowledge.
How can I not play C major 7? It's only 7 notes, right? I just don't know how to do it anymore.
How do you not remember? I just told you to all the major 7th chords 3 minutes ago.
Well, there you have it. Yet another music teacher who has forsaken background knowledge of music theory in their training design. So let's answer Martin's question. How do we teach him the skill to play any major 7th chord? Willingham's first principle for learning is, knowledge precedes skill. More specifically, for you nerds out there, every analytical skill, like reasoning and problem solving, is intimately intertwined with factual knowledge that is stored in long-term memory. In other words, your cognitive processes while reasoning or problem solving are inseparably tied to your background knowledge. That means Martin, who is an otherwise skilled pianist, needs more relevant background knowledge about major scales to analyze and subsequently recognize that common pattern and perform major 7th chords. The Wason 4-card problem exemplifies the importance of background knowledge on problem solving. When people are shown these 4 cards and are asked, each card has a number on one side and a color on the other, which card or cards must be turned over to test the idea that if a card shows an even number on one face, then its opposite face is red. They have difficulty answering correctly. Yet, although initially answering this problem correctly is difficult, by changing the task such that people can apply their background knowledge about age and alcohol, i.e., each card has an age on one side and a drink on the other, which card or cards must be turned over to test the idea that if you are drinking alcohol, then you must be over 18. The task becomes almost effortless to solve. Several researchers have discovered similar findings which suggest that background knowledge aids memory and learning. People with relevant background knowledge remember more about a story, problem, reading, compared to people without relevant background knowledge. Overschelde Healy, 2001, found that educating random people on unfamiliar topics resulted in them learning new information more quickly and easily related to that topic, compared to a control group. These examples and studies support Willingham's 2009 principle for learning, that is, knowledge precedes skill. This has 3 implications for training designs. First, educators must determine what background knowledge is necessary for skill acquisition. Second, the educator should also determine how much background knowledge their student already has. Third, the educator should then fill in the student's gaps in background knowledge so that the students can learn the skill. Now, let's get back to Martin and see how we can apply these implications for Martin's benefit.
So do you remember your major scales now, Martin?
No?
One eternity later.
Understand now. You don't have to remember each note for every 7th chord. You can play any major 7th chords by working out and playing the 1st, 3rd, 5th, and 7th note of the major scale simultaneously. Now you can chunk major 7th chords according to that pattern and free up more cognitive resource for other aspects of your performance. Anything to improve your performance.
Oh.
As we can see from previous examples, background knowledge is critical for skill acquisition. Without it, all the terms necessary to apply when learning the new skill wouldn't even make sense. How can you practice the new skill if you can't even understand the instructions of your teacher? In summary, knowledge precedes skills. Hence, when learning a new skill, take some time to remember the necessary background knowledge before getting into practice. Also, make sure your students or clients have the chance to learn the background knowledge before practice. That is, if any of my dear classmates could become teachers or training program designers one day.